Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. Those who oppose Donald Trump's environmental policies descended on Trenton in their annual Walk for Science. And our Sherry Karabin was there.
Thank you, Larry. The April 14th March for Science event in Trenton attracted people from all walks of life and disciplines, all calling for one thing: a return to evidence-based policymaking.
Science has taken a backseat to industry and industrial desires.
That's the trend this Piscataway High School chemistry and physics teacher says must be reversed in America in order to keep the air and water safe for future generations. On April 14th, he joined other educators, politicians, and environmental advocates at a march in Trenton to call for an end to government policies that discount scientific research.
What's happened in the last year with the Trump administration, there's been an attack on science. It's been part of the war in the environment that the Trump administration has gone forward with, where scientists at the EPA can't even say the word climate change. They've been gagged. Scientific research has been buried.
The second annual New Jersey March for Science event got underway at the War Memorial in Trenton with a series of speakers, many with messages that included a reminder to participants to use their power at the polls. The rallying cry clearly spelled out in the slogan, "Study, Educate, Vote." This Howell High School senior also took to the podium, delivering an impassioned address using rhyme to make her case for science.
My desire is not to strip others of their rights, but to guarantee my own inalienable life. As we deregulate, we domesticate environmental hate, but this is not a debate, it is a discussion. Facts and figures never lie, so when will we learn? Rational research and reason is a process that propagates progress.
Protesters later made their way to the State House Annex, where a small science fair was held. The Trenton rally is one of many similar events that occurred around the country on April 14th, including the main march in Washington, D.C. This year's marches took place 8 days before Earth Day, which New Jersey's health commissioner says was not an accident.
We are going to be getting the word out about the importance of Earth Day and what it represents. We know that science has shown that climate change is real. We have a state government now that is taking that seriously and is going to take action accordingly.
Indeed, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy's agenda includes a promise to have 100% of the state's power come from clean energy by 2050. It's an idea that clearly resonated with this group of protesters, a number of whom held signs calling for renewable energy.
We know that if you try to subsidize dirty industries, if you try to say that you're going to use fossil fuels and coal and prioritize those and subsidize those, what you're really going to do is to keep industries in place that don't have a future. We have to look to industries for the future, and that's where clean energy comes into place.
Many at the rally say they're ready to do battle over a new round of proposed cuts to the Federal Environmental Protection Agency's budget. This after lawmakers from both sides of the aisle blocked the Trump administration's plans to slash this year's budget by around 30%.
EPA is the agency that's most under attack. President Trump's budget for next year, which we did not allow happen this year, we actually stopped it. But for next year, he's got a 30% cut in the EPA, a 20% cut in the agency workforce, trying to fire people.
While those at the event charged the Trump administration with ignoring scientific facts, there is a small group of scientists that believe climate change is not man-made, or at least not the only factor. Many in the group say more information is needed to make the determination. Others are skeptical about whether human intervention can truly do much to relieve potential harm from climate change. In Trenton, this is Sherry Karabin reporting for Jersey Matters.
All right, thank you, Sherry. Now we go from a walk for science to a run for women when Jersey Matters continues.